Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is Bea, and you have tuned in to Bea-Keeper of Plants. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. Thank you for wanting to see more of my planty content. So, for today, we have another unboxing. This particular box here comes from Canopy Plant Co. And so I'm not going to tell you what I purchased. Instead, I will show you. So let's get started. I'm going to go on and use my scissors to open this box. So let's get this box opened for us. How have your day been going? Has your day been going well? I've been very busy. To my surprise, guess what? It is snowing here again. We did not expect snow. Nope, we didn't, but we have it. So guess what? We'll go with it because pretty soon the sun will be shining nonstop and we're going to enjoy that too, aren't we? So once again, Canopy Plant Co. And this is the big old box here, right? So I have it all undone with the scissors. So let's get into it. Don't you guys enjoy unboxings? I tell you, it's like Christmas every time you open up a box. And I'm sorry if the camera is shaking. I apologize. Okay, so let's see what we have. Okay, we've got a lot of packing peanuts. And did you know you could use these packing peanuts at the bottom of your pots, of your potted plants? Yes, to give them some height. So if you don't want to throw them away, you can always use them. And that is something I do. I reuse these packing peanuts. And they don't harm the plant roots or anything like that. Let me just tell you a little bit about Canopy Plant Company. It is out of New Orleans, and they have several beautiful plants. And I tell you, ordering from them online was quite easy, wasn't difficult at all. Our packing peanuts out, so here we go. This is what it looks like, okay? So let's go on and get these cutie pies out. That's one. And that's two. And at the bottom of the box, there is a plant hanger. 1, 2. So let's get started with it. Okay, so let's do the smaller one first. I like that they have the name tag here. This one here is a Hoya. Okay, I got a Hoya. And it is the Callisiophylla. Okay, Callisiophylla is what this one is. Okay, so let's go on and undo it. I like the wrapping that they have done. Very nice wrapping. Oh my goodness. And let's see how nice these plants, this plant has come in. So let's look at it. Hoya Callisiophylla. I love the veining, the dark veining. This plant has come in quite well. I see that it has 2 new leaves that are growing. So let's go on and untape it and see what it looks like. And then I'll tell you a little bit about it. I ordered these plants on the 24th of February. And they got here today on the 5th. Did not take long at all. Once again, another company that I will be reordering from because they did such a great job. So let's look. The soil that they're using, it appears to be a lot of cocoa peat, okay? It's cocoa peat. The leaves are not cold at all. They feel really nice. They feel like room temperature. So I took some notes here. The Hoya Callisiophylla, it enjoys bright indirect light. That means that we do not want the sun shining directly on these leaves. What could happen? Your leaves could burn. So bright indirect light. Not only that, but for watering, we want to only water this particular one when the first top half of the soil is dry. And then we can go on and thoroughly water it, making sure that you do not overwater it, because Hoyas do not like soggy roots. And not only that, but making sure that after you let the water run through the bottom, tilt it. Tilt it, because what happens is water sits right there at the bottom, okay? And it collects right there at the bottom. So if you tilt your plant over and over again, like so, then you're getting all of the excess water out. Another tip I will give you also that I do as well, I will put a paper towel underneath my plants after I water them, and I let the paper towel continue to absorb the excess water. So I'll do that. The soil needs to be well draining. And when we think about well draining soil, we think about adding something to our soil mix to make it light and airy. So they're asking us to use perlite. We can use that. We can use bark. We can also put some cocoa husk in there sometimes too, not too much of it, because it too will hold water. You can also put pebbles in there that can also make your mix chunky. Pumice can make your mix chunky. So whatever amendment that you have to make your soil light and airy, that's not going to hold too much water. We want it to be fast draining. That is something you can use to amend your soil. So this is Hoya Callisiophylla. Okay. This Hoya here is another Hoya, okay, is Hoya Crassipetiolata. Long name. Really long name. So guess what? For such a long name, it's a very big plant. How about that? So let's go on and undo it. This plant as well, it does not like direct sunlight. Okay? Hold that thought. Let's look. Wow. How wonderful. And I have a surprise that they gave me for this particular plant. But let's get back, okay? It does not like direct sun on its leaves, okay? It likes indirect light. Another thing with it, as far as the soil, it needs well draining soil too. The difference with this one, and I'll go on and untape it, is this one, as soon as you see that it's getting dry, go on and thoroughly water it as well. We do not want the leaves to wrinkle or droop, because that is what will happen with this particular beauty here, okay? So we don't want that. Fast, the soil, the fast draining soil, once again, perlite, pumice. You can use small rocks if you want to. You can also use, what else I have? Bark, orchid bark, to help to make that soil nice and airy. How beautiful is this plant? Oh my goodness. Can you see how beautiful? Oh my goodness, look at the leaves. I'm going to gently just turn it. Wow. They did a great job on selecting this one for me. My goodness. Okay, so let's look at this. Let's just look at it. Okay, I have two Hoyas here. Okay, so let's look and think about the difference in these two. Okay, this particular Hoya here, the leaves. Okay, this is the Callisiophylla. The leaves here are thicker. Okay, the veining is somewhat darker and the leaves are wider. Okay, just look at the beautiful color, the dark color of the leaves. Beautiful. Okay, this particular Hoya here, Crassipetiolata, this one here, the leaves are thinner. Okay, they're not as thick. The veining is not as pronounced. It's not deep, right? This particular plant also has tendrils. 1 tendril, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What this tells me is that this plant here is a vining plant. So far, I do not see any peduncles growing, but that's okay. These tendrils are beautiful. They're beautiful. Now, I also said that they had given me something special in the box. And what that is, they gave me a hanger for it. So I have these two beauties here. Both of them need very similar care, which is good, okay? And I will not be transplanting them. I never transplant any of my plants when I get them. I go on and let them acclimate, definitely almost 2 weeks before I will repot them. And I think that's about it. So before I go, I want us to listen to the Daily Blossom Word, okay? The Daily Blossom Word will always be a word, just in case you have forgotten or you don't know because this is your first time. It's a word that connects us to our plants. It's a word that will uplift us as we take care of our plants and we take care of our family. And so every video before I go, I will give us a Daily Blossom Word. And today's Daily Blossom Word is flourish, okay? Flourish. When we flourish, we are thriving, we are growing, and we're reaching our potential, just like our plants. When we flourish, we're growing, we're thriving, and we're reaching our potential. As I've said so many times, we always put, because we're plant lovers, all of our energy, everything that we have into our plants. And usually what happens? We go by the wayside. But I'm telling us today, we're flourishing, we're thriving, we're reaching our potential, okay? Not just your plants, but you and I, we're thriving and we're flourishing as our plants flourish. So today, I want you to remember 3 important things. The first one is you are mentally, spiritually, and emotionally well. All 3 of those speak to who you are, flourishing. The second thing I want you to remember is that you have a purpose. You have a purpose. You're a planty girl. You're a planty guy. You have a purpose. Your purpose is loving on your plants. Your purpose is loving on your family. Your purpose is being who God has made you to be. You have a purpose. And then the last thing I want you to remember is that you will always, right? Always be the best version of yourself. You're the best. No one can be you unless you're a twin. And then your twin is not even you. You are the best version of yourself. So I want you to go today, you and I, and we're going to go and we're going to flourish. We're going to look at our plants. We're going to take care of our plants as we usually do. But not only that, we're going to remember that just like our plants, we are flourishing too. Okay? Until my next video, green thumbs are always up. And once again, thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.